Hello, my name is Kadee Burkhardt, and I'm currently a first-year education student here at GCU. I'm here today to discuss the professional dispositions of learners and how these dispositions are building blocks that are needed to become a successful educator. Compassion and honesty are just two of the dispositions that define me. I've been a nurse for 15 years, and the reason I chose nursing as my career was because I wanted to care for the sick. And in order properly to care for the sick, you have to be compassionate. You have to be that advocate for them, and you have to explain to them what they're going through, and just give them a bit of yourself so that they understand that someone is there to help and they're not alone. And in the classroom, as a teacher, showing compassion to your students is not any different. Showing your students that you understand how difficult being a student is, and then letting them know that you will do your best to help them succeed. And that's a good example of being compassionate in the classroom. Another disposition that as defines myself is honesty. I am very honest. It defines who I am. Growing up in a strict Catholic home, everything we did and learned was based around honesty. As an adult, in my own home, I modeled and educate honesty every day with my children. Implementing this important disposition in the classroom will come very easily to me. And it's a very important virtue, and I have lived by that virtue my entire life. Even though I possess a few dispositions that will make a successful teacher, there are a few that I need to be educated on. Before I start teaching in my own classroom, I need to better learn how to respect the diversity of others. It's something that I can do, but implementing it in the classroom correctly is where I need guidance. In the world we live in, it is so easy to offend people, and you have to tiptoe around certain issues to avoid hurting feelings or making people angry. So that's something that I will benefit on, is learning how to do that. The second disposition I need to educate on is reflection. I know how to reflect in everyday life, but most of my reflections are negative. Saying the wrong thing to someone, or I may have said something that I shouldn't have. I need to learn how to reflect on positives. Positive reflection, learning how to properly reflect in inaccuracy. It'll help me benefit by getting the ability to learn from others and become a highly qualified educator. And as a young professional learning how to become an effective educator, I feel that there are important qualities that I must learn to display. And those qualities are patience, knowledge, dedication, flexibility, the ability to engage a classroom, the ability to manage behaviors in a classroom. That's a big one for me that I struggle with now because I am in the school system. Finally, building a rapport with my students as well as the parents and my other colleagues. It's going to be vital to my success. In closing, I'm very excited about learning and growing as an educator. I feel confident in my abilities to become an effective teacher, and I'm open to learning new ideas and strategies to take with me to my future classroom. This has been a dream of mine since, I can't even tell you, before I became a nurse. I decided to choose that path, but now that I am older and I'm ready to take on this new adventure, and I'm very excited that I'm now given this opportunity to be a college student again. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful afternoon.